For more than 30 years, the National Academy of Human Resources has been at the forefront of elevating the HR profession. As an honorific organization, we have a rigorous peer review process to recognize truly inspirational and impactful leaders as fellows of the Academy. And our fellows commit time, knowledge, and financial support to give back to the profession through our programs and initiatives.
I think this is one of the most exciting times to be part of the HR profession. The future of work, new ways of working, the disruption of AI and machine learning in corporations like ours, and our response on behalf of the employees and the families that we have the privilege to serve really puts the HR profession on the cutting edge of these issues.
We're strategists, we're futurists, we're thinking about what are our employees in 10 years going to want? Who will they be? What will their skills be?
These are really tough roles. And we've got to build a culture that has a lot more empathy, that helps leaders kind of understand how to meet people where they are and really connect to the workforce in a much different way than maybe they have in the past. How do we think about the company strategically in the future? And CHROs have elevated much higher in kind of that business discussion.
I think today's workforce, we have 5 generations working for us today, and all of them have different expectations and needs. But one of the common aspects is what's the purpose and how can I make a difference in what I do. And I think the HR business partner today has an incredible opportunity to help shape the culture and the priorities that a business is focused on.
When I think about what NAHR does, it's pretty simple to me. It is about recognizing excellence in the HR profession, specifically recognizing HR leadership. And to me, it is like the highest achievement, the highest bar that any of us can aspire to. It provides learning within the NAHR community of fellows, but it also provides learning to up-and-coming HR leaders, high potential leaders who are the future of HR in the profession.
When I think of NAHR, I think of a community of people that give to each other, give to others, and give back to a broader HR community.
The National Academy of Human Resources, to me personally, it's like a family. You know, a place where you can be yourself, you can be vulnerable, you can have tough conversations, you can, share stories. You can't really talk about probably 85% of what you know. You can talk about 100% of what you know with the network that's provided by the NAHR. And that's the part that I love. The other piece that I think is incredibly valuable, and it's important to me in terms of who I am, is they have a mission to give back. Give back to organizations like HBCUs and other schools.
The National Academy has a CHRO Academy that they run every year, and so it is where existing fellows come and teach about some of the things that these new CHROs will be encountering or likely to encounter, and sharing perspectives.
I think the CHRO Academy is one of the most important outreach programs that NAHR does. It's a form of a masterclass, I would say.
The content of the Academy was super relevant, from learning about leadership strategies all the way through hearing from some very seasoned CHROs that had been there and done that many times throughout their career.
NAHR is having a substantial impact on the profession in the sense that you've got leaders in the profession teaching future leaders.
What's really special about NAHR is that it is designed by and designed for CHROs.
The Academy itself was a true differentiator in terms of setting me up for my long-term success.
The CPO Academy, I think, is really special because being a chief people officer at a privately held company is very, very different in many respects than being a chief people officer, chief human resources officer at a larger or at a public company. And it's because, you have to deal with investors in a different way. Many times you are drawing the roadmap that company will live with for many, many years afterwards. You're putting new policies and programs in place. You're establishing the benchmark for culture. And the CPO Academy gives you opportunity to talk to other folks that have worked in those environments, as well as to, form a new group of peers that are walking in your same shoes and dealing with those same issues.
The CPO Academy is something that's really special. I was so thankful to be able to be a part of it the past few years. The CPO Academy by NAHR is really a special event in a different way than many other academies or workshops. This brings together the very best people leaders in the world to help folks that are building companies, PE-backed, VC-backed, with really practical, real talk solutions.
I think the scholarship program that NAHR has is a really, really special element of the organization. You're finding these extraordinarily talented students who have demonstrated their motivation and their desire to go into the profession, and we're doing our small part to lift them up, to help them a little bit financially, and to draw them in and help them be even more effective in their professional endeavors.
The real gift of the scholarship is creating a roadway of possibilities for individuals who may be perfect for a career in HR but never would have thought about it.
This piece of giving back, whether that's through scholarships or other programming, is something that I think is really this beautiful part of NAHR, recognizing excellence, developing excellence, and then ensuring that we're feeding the pipeline literally and funding, opportunity and believing in that potential in the future of the profession.
It's just an honor to be a fellow, because to be recognized by your peers, in my view, is the best recognition of all.
I think what makes a fellow special are the professional standards that the NAHR requires to be able to demonstrate that you're giving back to the profession, that you're shaping the conversation on topics that are relevant to a changing workforce, that you're teaching, that you're writing, that you're advancing the profession for many different people in the community.
I think there's nothing more rewarding than that people actually see you.
At NAHR, we are so excited about the years ahead and the work to be done. There has never been a time in the history of the profession when HR has been so perfectly poised to help steer organizations to reinvention, to growth, and to prosperity. It's a great time to be in human resources and a great time to be a CHRO.